Yeah, there's a... Ah, it's a cover. Wait, what? Am I supposed to take this off? Or leave it on? I think I have to take it off. So here's the first one. Whoop. Don't want to fall. The Black Panther one. Yeah. There we go. Holy crap, it looks great, right? Right? And here's the other one. I'm gonna break my neck with this amount of plastic lying around here. Let me just throw that over there for now. Let's see, where can I? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Just a little, I just need a little bit there. Huh? God, this is tightly sealed. Come on. You know what? I'm going to continue reading and try to get this this blue thing off. So for now, let's go back to red and continue the reading. All right, so the SCP we're reading now is called Gremlins. like the movie? Probably not, eh? Probably not. What the fuck is Object Class Archon? I mean, I think I heard one Archon before, but in the same time, I might be wrong. Okay, I gotta do it like this now. SCP-1661 specimens are to be contained within Site 5, which is has a Site 81, which just has a footnote that says personnel are to be reminded that there is no Site 5, but there's a. Hold on a minute. What? Interesting. Interesting. Look what they did. The footnote does not exist. That's cool because as I said, there is no Site 5, so we as an audience cannot even find Site 5. It does not exist. The section and experimentation requests are to be the section and experiments. Wait, the section and experimentation requests are to be filed through personnel with level 3 clearance. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, that's new. Oh, fine, I got the paper off. Maybe you can see it even like in this light because the yeah. There we go. Yeah, the sci-fi thing actually gets explained in the future SCP, but due to the numbering, it's gonna take us a while before we get to it, unfortunately. Oh well. Yeah, the purple, right? The little like synth wave. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I wonder if the back paper here, if that's like something you can take off and it's just like sticky in the back, so I can just stick it to the wall. Because that would be awesome. I can just like to the wall. Or if that's like if I have to like get a frame for it. I mean, there's a lot of SCPs that I get like told like that there was like one person that was like asked me to like read an SCP from the 3000s. I'm like, my man, I'm going down the numerical number. That's gonna sadly have to wait. There's actually an experimentation request to be filed for the personal. Yep. SCP-1661 consists of a swarm of self-replicating automata composed primarily of aircraft components assembled in a random and seemingly non-functional manner. Although general arrangement and internal workings are highly variable between instances, each specimen contains a single genetically cephalopodic eye of varying size in its approximate center. All SCP-1661 are capable of self-directed flight through unknown means and possess an aptitude for swift, coordinated maneuverability. And here we have SCP-1661 specimen after partial deconstruction. The eye continued to operate for several days after the removal of what was presumed to be vital components. While SCP-1661 displays some degree of sapience, attempts at communication have been ineffective. Individual instances are highly specialized for a variety of purposes relating to the seizure and deconstruction of airborne craft such as planes, drones, helicopters, and unmanned spacecraft. Laser cutters, multi-fingered appendages, and primitive cloaking devices have all been observed. SCP-1661 prefers to hunt collectively at night, attacking the target mid-flight. They are capable of completely deconstructing an unmanned crafts and aerial drones in a matter of minutes. In all recorded cases, they were successful in reducing such craft into scrap throughout freefall and before the craft could impact the ground. They generally limit themselves to removing non-vital components in manned crafts, presumably to allow the survival of passengers. Experimentation has revealed that in these cases, SCP-1661 are more cautious and precise with their work, taking as long as an hour to carefully exercise specific material. SCP-1661 has shown no response to prey items other than airborne devices. History: SCP-1661 activity was first brought to Foundation attention in 1948. Those years. Following several reports of aircraft losing small exterior sections of their wings or fuselage. Some passengers aboard affected flights claimed they witnessed small metallic objects moving about the plane's exterior, thus prompting further investigation. A fictionalized account of these sightings were later disseminated to the public by Agent Madison in accordance with Operation Soccer. Can you imagine? This is basically like the closest thing that the 1940s got to nanobots that just took apart their airplane. Investigation into the projected hunting grounds of SCP-1661 was fruitful. Several attacks on dummy planes were witnessed by field agents over the following decade, allowing researchers to eventually triangulate the location of the nest. Containment specialists were deployed to the abandoned Albert Johnson Air Base in Indiana, Tippecanoe County in April in 1969. Personnel discovered over 300 SCP-1661 in the process of configuring salvage material into new instances. The majority were able to escape through collapsed sections of ceiling in the complex upon sighting agents who were successful in capturing several specimens for study. 47 inactive instances were also recovered, each of which did not possess the characteristic eye, hosting only open orbits within their central mass. Tippecanoe doesn't even look like a real world. I assume you meant word, but yeah, it does not, right? Like are you supposed to say tip canoe, or are you supposed to say tippy canoe, or type canoe? It really, like, that's the one thing about English that like is very confusing. That like you could look at that word and think, oh yeah, this is clearly supposed to be like TP canoe, but then somebody's like, no, it's Taipei canoe, and you're like, pardon? You know what I mean? Like that's in German you don't have that. In German, most words how they're written is how you say them. So like in English, having moments where like sometimes it can just fluctuate between one pronunciation to a different pronunciation is very frustrating. Person discovered the majority were able to escape through collapsed sections of ceiling in the complex upon sighting agents who were successful in capturing several specimens for study. 47 inactive instances were also recovered, each of which did not possess the characteristic eye, hosting only upon open orbits within their central mass. It is notable that 2 instances were responsible for the rescue of an Asian fielding who had nearly fallen into a fissure in the foundation of the facility. They were both then captured. 3 days after containment at Site 81, a swarm of SCP-1661 descended within the site exclusion zone, landing 5 meters from the main gates. These instances did not resist collection by personnel. We want to be back with our family, man! Incident report. On the 1st, 28th, 1971, all SCP-1661 specimens began to display erratic behavior such as flying around in circles and propelling themselves into the sides of the containment chambers. 4 days later, personnel stationed within Tippecanoe County began to receive reports of automobile crashes due to sudden onset seizures in the approximate area of SCP-1661 former nest, with first responders being equally affected. Oh shit. Elements from ETA-10 and Beta... ETA-10 and Beta-10, or is it ETA-10? I don't know. Were dispatched in order to account for suspected mimetic hazards and biohazards, respectively. Yeah, just skip over Tippecanoe for now. That word is weird as yeah, it is pretty weird, isn't it? Respectively, this detachment became similarly affected when approaching within 1 kilometer of the airbase, despite protective equipment. Aerial reconnaissance was subsequently able to capture footage of a singular massive organism emerging from the fissure beneath the base. Oh shit. The Big Mom. The Queen. Consisting solely of transparent tendrils spotted with hundreds of cephalopodic eyes. Heavy bombardment of this entity has it reached beyond the confines of the base did no visible damage. Due to the large area of effect of the creature, hazardous abilities, the ineffectiveness of the Foundation offensive, and the erratic behavior of SCP-1661 specimen, the decision was made by Director Oliver Wright to release SCP-1661 from containment. SCP-1661 proceeded directly to the former nest, attacking the emerging entity via the excision of several dozen of its eyes. Efforts from the entity to ward off the attack was unsuccessful. SCP-1661 proved far too quick to be struck by its tendrils. Oh, there's a fight happening here. Okay, so it's not the mom. It's not the master. The entity withdrew into the fissure, disappearing completely. Personnel and civilians recovered immediately from its effects. Later inspection of the fissure revealed nothing out of the ordinary. No trace of the organisms was found. Several non-functional SCP-1661 specimens in containment were later delivered to the nest, where personnel were able to observe the activation upon the insertion of eyes collected from the hostile entity. Oh, that's where they get the eyes from. SCP-1661 is thus formally considered the primary containment strategy for this entity. A full rewrite of this file will be produced to reflect this change upon further review of recovered footage. Is that why this one is called Archon? Because it's technically... They have it contained, but it's also used to contain something else. Which I always thought was like Thaumiel would be that, but maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. So those were gremlins. Not a lot of feeding after midnight type stuff in this one. Yeah, I have no idea. Thaumiel is for larger scale stuff, I guess. Yeah, because like I haven't seen many Thaumiel SCPs, and but what I always understood is that Thaumiel is supposed to be like an SCP that contains another one, or that something that's being contained within a different. Later on, people get real experimental with SCP classes. I see. Like I said, I haven't actually read a single Thaumiel. I read one, but I don't remember which one it is. But like, Thaumiel is so rare. It's so rare to see. And then of course there's like terminated or neutralized. Those are also pretty rare, which makes sense. You don't want like every second SCP to be neutralized. Archon is like, I don't think that's the first one. But I might be wrong.